Morning everybody, Crypto Strang here. Just going to give an update on my top 10 holdings by value. I've done a video basically 3 months ago, it's 29th of May, and I went through, I actually did two videos. I did my top 20 holdings, but I'm just going to do a top 10 3 months later, and we'll go through. My top 3 haven't changed, but the others have changed as the value's gone up and etc. And some have devalued, and obviously now outside my top 10. But go through it. Obviously my number one, as I always say, is Cardano. He's ranked number 11, which is a bit of a surprise. We reached number 6 with the Shelley hype and the Shelley release and the virtual summit, but now we're down to rank 11. There's so much competition now, and there's not much in the, number 11 to number 9 in the actual market cap. It's still like market cap still over 3 billion, so it's still doing absolutely fantastic. Once Cardano progresses, I think we'll be back in the top 5. That's what I personally believe. I say when we reached number 6, I didn't think we'd ever get outside the top 10 again, but that was me just being pretty biased about the project. But when I done my last video, it was 6 cents, and here we are, end of August, coming up to end of August anyway, it's just over 12 cents, so it's doubled its price. We've been a bit higher than that, but when you go onto their roadmap, roadmap.cardano.org, Shelley was the one. Fantastic when it was released, but it's always going to be for me when Gongrun was released. We're getting Voltaire as well. That's very soon, the governance side of it. I've just wanted to see the smart contracts. The Gongrun is the real one. I want to be there with direct competition based with Ethereum and any project really. When you've got the smart contracts out there, and I think it'd be fantastic once it's released. They've been working so hard on it. They've done well to get Shelley out. It took a long while, but finally Shelley was released. Wonderful, fantastic. Voltaire was a bit of a surprise when he announced that was sooner than people expected, but Gongrun's the release date that we want. Now, when we had the release date for Shelley, we had like over 20% pump. We had a massive pump for like 4 or 5 days. Then we had the virtual summit with more news come out, getting rid of more pumps. So at the moment, it's just settled down. But I think once Gongrun out, it really is bringing Cardano together as one project, and I'm hoping it'll be by end of the year. I think it'd be great if it does. He's already announced that if you've got ERC20, you can transfer it to Cardano, which is absolutely great. Because everyone knows that you go through CoinMarketCap, so many projects are built on the Ethereum network. Once projects start building on Cardano, I think we'll get more and more, and it'll set up like a steamroll effect. We'll get loads of projects. And I say once Gongrun's released, I believe personally, against my financial advice, I think we'll smash through the all-time high of $1.33. I really do believe that. I think we'll smash through that. I really have that much higher. It's been my number one for so long. Maybe biased, who knows? I say all these top 10 projects, not saying you rush out and buy them, do your own due diligence. It's merely my humble opinion, just being honest and transparent really. I talk about many projects on my Facebook group, on YouTube, many projects. These are actually my top 10 holdings by value. So just remember that. It's not me rush out and buy. You do your own due diligence and choose which ones you prefer. Next one, Icon. I've done a dedicated video before on Icon. Wonderful project. Really embracing Asia, the South Korea country as a whole, really embracing blockchain cryptocurrency. The Seoul metropolitan government are really into Icon. They're bringing out the My ID, the Icon Loop. It's a project with so much plans and roadmap. I think it's just wonderful. So spoke about Icon. It's just number 2 still, purely because we go for number 3, Chainlink. It's obviously had a massive pump in price. It nearly was my number 2 holding purely because of the value, but it's number 3. Again, it's ranked number 5. It's smashed through the market cap. Look at that, over 5 billion. The volume alone in the last 24 hours is over 1 billion. That's incredible, absolutely wonderful. When I done my last video, it was $4.05, and now we're $15.14. I think I forgot to mention Icon actually. Sorry, when I done the last video, it was 36 cents. Now it's 61 cents. So I've got to mention that then. Anyway, move back to Chainlink. So yeah, $15.14. Obviously, recently we nearly touched $20. That's how much hype we had in this project, and it's doing really well. I think it's great. It's a decentralized network oracle. Really, it's got some competition now, but the fact it's reached number 5 is just wonderful. You can look at the charts there. You can see the massive growth it's had in the charts. A bit of a pullback as expected. I first got in this project, it was 40 cents. Obviously I wish I bought a hell of a lot more then, but who knew it was going to be this big? So Chainlink is my number 3. When I done the last video, Energy was number 4 with $2.52. Energy's had a massive drop in the price. I don't know why, 'cause it's got such a great roadmap, such a great team, but it's just the way it goes. It's my last was like $1.44, so it's actually dropped out of my top 10. So my number 4 holding now is actually Algorand. And I must say, over the last 3 months, I have bought many more coins. I do videos when I sort of buy new projects, but I tend to stack up on my favourite ones as well, although in August and certainly in September, I'm not buying any of my ones I've always bought. I'm purely buying new projects I really like. You know, I probably do hold too many altcoins. I've said that before. I've got rid of quite a few over the last sort of 6 months, a year. I do hold still many different projects because I really do believe in them. I don't believe we've just got 10 great projects. I think we've got many great projects. So some people say that you should just hold one particular coin or two or three max. Why hold so many? I've said before. I know people all in Cardano, all in Tezos, all in Chainlink, but me, that's not why I want to do it. I believe in sort of not all having the eggs in one basket, as the old saying goes. You never know what could happen with any project, and if something drastically went wrong with a certain project, then bang, you've lost it all. So again, that's just my humble opinion. I like to hold many different projects. So I'm not a maximalist in any way, shape or form of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, anything. I don't hold any of that. So, or Litecoin, come to that. But anyway, let's go on subject. Anyway, a means ago, again, absolutely wonderful. Now my number 5 holding purely because of the pumping price as well. It's $5.58. When I done my last video, it was $1.63. It's been in the news a lot. I spoke about this morning on this morning's video, the latest news about the pump it's had since the beginning of August. 400% because of the possible tie-up with Ethereum because of the scalability problem, and also that Tether have also sort of using it as well as their 8th blockchain purely because of scalability. It's a wonderful project. They've updated them years ago last year, so it really is a great, wonderful project. $5.58 is absolutely fantastic. So again, I'm really pleased with that. Next one is Zilliqa. Last time the video, it's just over a cent. Now we're over 2 cents. So it's doing great. I like the technology behind this. I like the team. It's ranked 62. The market cap is 232, approaching 233 million. It's a wonderful project. They want to enhance the scalability of cryptocurrency. That's their plan. But I just think it's a real solid project. And I bought Zilliqa this year. We were actually quite low this year. I think it was like less than 0.002 if I remember. Scroll down here, you go. Back in March, 0.002 of a cent. And here we are, 2 cents. And that was only March the 13th. So, not long ago, less than 6 months ago, basically. So, just goes to show it's a wonderful project. I really like Zilliqa. The next one, Qtum. I've held Qtum for a long time. Now I've got Qtum 3.0. When I done the last video, it was $1.68. Here we are now, $3.72. It's ranked 47, market cap 360 million. Its all-time high at the last bull run was $99. And they're still progressing. It's still in the top 50. So the next bull run, again, I'm very hopeful we'll get to the all-time highs again. Again, not financial advice, it's up to you, but that's why I've held my Qtum. I've held it for a long time, and I really do like the project. Number 7 of all my holdings is Qtum. Okay, next one is VeChain. It didn't make my top 10 last time, but I've stacked up a bit on VeChain. Again, it's had a great price increase. It's ranked 23. Market cap, we're approaching $1 billion. We're not far away from 2 cents. So I think again, when you look at VeChain, it's like sum it up. It's like an enterprise-focused blockchain. It's enhancing supply chain really. It wants to connect blockchain to the real world. We spoke recently about Unibright. This is VeChain. You've got many partnerships. You can go through all their list of partnerships, and a real solid project. In fact, it's got so many. That's why I like it. It's definitely a coin for the next bull run, in my opinion. I just think it's wonderful. So VeChain. Now, this one has gone into my top 10. Wonderful interview recently from a team from Nervous Network. It's really great insight into the project. There's been a lot of news lately as well. They've done a partnership with Link. I've liked this project since it was released last year. It's a relatively new project, but the market cap is already 152 million. I really think it's great. We've never actually touched 1 cent yet in value, but it's an open source public blockchain. I say with a Chainlink partnership and everything else in their roadmap. I'll put a link to the video below I did with the team. Absolutely fascinating with their insights and their plans and how they're working together. And I think personally, this is a real solid project, and it will continuously grow and grow. And that is why I did buy a lot of Nervos and got a big bag of it, because I really do believe in it. And even after I've done the interview, I was even more impressed with the project, and because I follow him on Twitter and everything else. And I still talk to William. He's one of the guys on Nervous Network. We speak all the time. He's on my Facebook group, and I'm always following us on Twitter, and they've always got news coming out about CKB. So I know CKB is not one that's on everyone's radar. Not many people talk about it, but ever since it come out and since the interview on my channel, I really have high hopes for CKB. And so it's ranked 18. It's only been out, what, a year? So it's done fantastic. You can see how much competition there is out there. And to get this high in the charts is fantastic. So the next one, Tezos, which is like a very similar to sort of EOS, your Cardano. It's ranked 13. It's like a smart contract. It does your DApps. The price, it was $2.87 I done the last video. It's $3.57. It's not a massive increase in price. You can see on the charts quite a bit of fluctuation. It's been over $4 recently. It's a great project. I know the leaders of Tezos and Cardano don't get on. They always, wind each other up on it, etc. But it's still a great project. It's my 10th biggest holding. It was number 5 when I done my last video, but with other projects, me stacking up some more, it's now number 10. So basically that's my top 10. Cardano, Icon, Chainlink, Algorand, Amizago, Zilliqa, Qtum, VeChain, CKB, Nervous Network, and XTZ Tezos. So again, I'd love to hear your top 10. If you put that below, love to hear. I'll put this on Twitter as well, see what response I get. Normally get a massive response because this is where people like to criticise, why you haven't got this coin, I haven't got that coin. I'm not going to do another video of my 11 to 20 top holdings like I did before. I'll quickly go through it. Teller, which done another great interview the other day. Unbelievable, they've had an incredible year like we discussed on the interview. It was like this time last year it was like 40 cents. I done a video at $7 and then it went up to like $45. And Teller, that's why it's my number 11 now, purely because of the value of what I got. Kyber Network, again, that was in my top 10 before. Really great project. Then Energy, again, that was in my top 10 last time because of the price drop. It's now outside the top 20. Ontology, spoke many times before. PIVX, great interview with Crypto Psy that time about PIVX. I've held PIVX for a long time. Real excellent technology, superb privacy coin. Then the next one was MCO Crow combined. Obviously now, certainly on the app you have to exchange all your MCO for Crow, but I do hold a lot of Crows, I like that. DIVI, I spoke about 4 new projects started this year, done fantastic for me. When I got in, it wasn't even a cent, and it rocketed up to like 7 cents, fantastic. IOST, Atom, Cosmos, and DApps. Great interview the other day with Adele. It was wonderful, it was great insight into that privacy project and their future plans. I think that really is one for long term. I've got high hopes for DApps. So that's basically my top 20. So as I say, I'd love to hear your top 10 below, top 5, let me know, top 3 even, and anyone need help getting these coins, getting started with crypto, help on any exchanges, email me, info@cryptostrang.com, social media below. Any help, let me know. Thanks very much. Cheers, bye.